choice between silence and honor. Assalamu alaikum, beautiful souls, and welcome back to From Zakham to Shifa, our sacred space where we navigate the delicate balance between healing our wounds and honoring our truth, where we learn that silence is not always golden and speaking up is not always rebellion. I am your sister on this journey, and today we are diving into something that sits heavy on many hearts: the confusion between respect and self-erasure, between humility and allowing ourselves to be diminished. When does staying quiet serve Allah, and when does it betray the very dignity He placed within us? This is a conversation about finding your voice without losing your adab, respect, about honoring your elders while not dishonoring yourself, and about understanding that sometimes silence in the face of injustice is not piety, it is abandoning the responsibility Allah gave us to stand for truth. The weight of misunderstood respect. Let me share a sister's story with you. She's 28. She's sitting with me with tears streaming down her face, telling me about how her uncle publicly humiliated her at a family gathering, questioning her character because she chose to pursue her master's degree instead of getting married. Everyone just sat there, she whispers, including my parents. And when I tried to respond to defend my choices, my mother pulled me aside later and said, "This is not how we raised you. You do not speak back to your elders." But here is what breaks my heart. The sister internalized this so deeply that she stopped speaking up about anything. When her younger brother started making disrespectful comments about women, she stayed silent. When a colleague took credit for her work, she said nothing. When a family friend made inappropriate comments, she endured quietly. "I thought this is what Allah wanted from me," she tells me, "to always stay quiet, to never defend myself." Somewhere along the way, we have confused respect with self-abandonment. We have mistaken dignity for doormat behavior. And in our quest to be humble, we have forgotten that Allah also gave us voices for a reason. The prophetic balance. Let us look at our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the most respectful person who ever lived, yet someone who never remained silent when truth needed to be spoken. He honored his elders, yet he challenged the corrupt systems of his time. He was gentle with the young, yet he corrected them when they were wrong. When Abu Bakr was harsh with a companion during a discussion, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, did not stay silent out of respect for Abu Bakr's age or status. He gently but firmly corrected the behavior because the matter concerned justice and the dignity of another person. The Quran tells us, "O you who believe, stand out firmly for injustice as witnesses to Allah, even if it be against yourselves, your parents, and your relatives." Notice, even if it is against your parents and relatives, this does not mean being disrespectful. It means truth and justice does not take a backseat to family dynamics or age hierarchies. There is a profound difference between being respectful and being silent. Respect is about how you speak, your tone, your choice of words, your timing. Silence is about whether you speak at all. And sometimes choosing silence when your voice is needed is actually disrespectful to yourself, to those who might be affected, and to the truth itself. Knowing when to speak and when to stay silent So how do we know when to speak and when to stay silent? Here is a framework that has guided me, and it may guide you as well. Speak when it concerns you directly. If someone is attacking your character, your reputation, your choices, you not only have the right, but the responsibility to defend yourself with dignity. This is not arrogance, it is self-respect. Speak when it affects others under your care. If you are witnessing injustice towards someone who cannot speak for themselves, your children, someone vulnerable, your silence becomes complicity. Speak when the matter involves your responsibilities. If you are being blamed for something you did not do, or if your work or contributions are being undermined, defending your honor is not pride, it's necessary. Stay silent when the matter genuinely does not concern you, when someone else's personal choices or family dynamics do not affect you directly. Sometimes the wisest response is to step back. Let me tell you about Fatima's transformation. She used to argue about everything: her sister's parenting choices, her mother's cooking methods, her neighbor's lifestyle. But she also stayed silent when her own boundaries were crossed. Through our conversations, she learned to flip the script. She stopped commenting on matters that were not her business, but she started speaking up when her own dignity was at stake. The result? Her relationships improved and her self-respect was restored. The art of respectful confrontation. Speaking up does not mean speaking harshly. There is an art to confronting injustice while maintaining your adab, respect, your Islamic etiquette. Start with intention. Are you speaking to defend truth and justice, or are you speaking from wounded ego? Check your heart first. Choose your words carefully. I need to respectfully share my perspective on this is different from you are wrong and I am right. Pick your timing. Sometimes the middle of a heated family gathering is not the right moment. Sometimes a private conversation is more effective than a public confrontation. Remember, the goal is not to win an argument. It is to honor the truth while honoring the people involved. Sometimes this means agreeing to disagree. Sometimes it means setting boundaries. Sometimes it means walking away after you have said your piece. Reclaiming your voice. If you have been silenced yourself in the name of respect, it is time to reclaim your voice. Start small. Practice expressing your opinions on matters that directly affect you. Learn to say, I disagree, without saying you are stupid. Learn to defend your choices without attacking others' choices. Remember, Allah gave you a mind to think, a heart to feel, and a voice to express. Using these gifts wisely is not rebellion. It is fulfilling your purpose as His Khalifa, representative on earth. Beautiful souls, you can be respectful to your elders without being disrespectful to yourself. You can be humble without being a doormat. You can honor others without dishonoring your own truth. The next time you are faced with a situation where your dignity is being challenged, ask yourself, is my silence serving justice or is it serving injustice? Am I staying quiet out of wisdom or out of fear? I want you to ask yourself, what would change in your relationships if you started speaking about matters that directly concern you, while staying silent about matters that do not? How might you practice expressing your truth with both courage and grace? This is from Zaham to Shifa. Until we meet again, may you find the wisdom to know when to speak and the courage to honor your voice when the moment calls for it. Barakallahu fi. Wassalamu alaikum.